Welcome to Date Night with Michelle and Doug. It is snowing here in New York City, so we wanted to create a warm and cozy recipe. So on the menu tonight, not one item, but we are making 3 different types of recipes, all hitting 3 different types of flavors. So for our first one, we're gonna make a spicy sweet baked brie. And that's gonna have a maple bourbon candied bacon with a jalapeno jam. For our second, we're gonna do more of a sweet baked brie. That's gonna be a blackberry and fig jam with some cinnamon in there and chestnuts roasting on an open oven. And for our third recipe, we're doing a savory baked brie. And that's gonna be with mushrooms and onions and rosemary, all cooked in red wine. Whoa, oh my gosh. Wow. We have never done such a thing. We're making all of that today, and we're gonna show you how to do that. That's exciting for me. So babe, what is actually somewhat good about this dish?
Right, so I never really grew up with baked brie, but I had it for the first time last year at our staff Christmas party. One of the doctors I work with made it, and it was delicious. She really just took brie cheese and just covered it with pastry dough and just baked it, and it was delicious. But it's not the healthiest thing in the world, right? So how in the world are we gonna make baked brie healthy? Well, first off, we're reducing the portion, right? We're making individual little baked bries. So that way you know exactly how much you ate at the end of the night. So that's the first part. Second, we have to add in the nutrition. So for the first one my husband spoke about, he spoke about that spicy, right? So we're actually using jalapeno peppers. Jalapeno peppers, just like all the other sweet peppers, are a great source of vitamin C, which are good for your collagen production and beautiful skin, as we had mentioned before. The second one he spoke about was about the sweet one, and that's my favorite because I love dessert and I love sweets. And we're using chestnuts roasting in an open oven.
Don't sue us.
Oh, sorry. So we're using chestnuts. Chestnuts, unlike other nuts, are actually less fat because they're more starchy. And it tastes actually really good. They kind of have like a potato consistency. They're a great source of potassium. As we had mentioned before, potassium helps to regulate our heart rhythm, and it's also really, really important to reduce your blood pressure. Finally, we're doing the savory one, which is gonna have some rosemary. Rosemary helps with blood flow to all the organs around your body. So again, we're adding the nutrition, so I really encourage you to add the nutrition to your baked brie. But it's gonna be so delicious, it's gonna be so festive, it's gonna be so Christmas, and we have to make it right now.
Let's make it right now.
Let's make it right now.
Let's get cooking! Let's preheat our oven to 400 degrees, and we'll get started right away with our spicy baked brie. So we're gonna combine maple and bourbon, just a little bit. Mix that all together. Get our bacon on a baking sheet. And we're gonna brush on our maple bourbon mix on one side. Sprinkle on some brown sugar, cayenne, and put that into the oven for 15 minutes. On another baking sheet, we got our chestnuts. So we're gonna make an X on the flat side of each chestnut, and that's gonna allow the chestnut to pop open while it's cooking. And those are gonna go into the oven for 15 minutes at 400 degrees.
Let's start with our sweet baked brie. So we're gonna take our figs and we're gonna chop them up. And then in a saucepan, we're going to add in our blackberries. We'll add in the figs, balsamic vinegar, honey, and vanilla extract. And we'll bring that to a boil, then let it simmer until it's all done.
After 15 minutes, we're taking out our bacon from the oven. We're flipping it on over. Getting our maple bourbon mix onto the other side. Getting on brown sugar, cayenne, and back into the oven for about 10 minutes this time.
Our blackberry and fig preserve is now getting thick, so we're just gonna squish that a little bit more. And now we're gonna add from some great flavor and aroma 2 cinnamon sticks. Now that's Christmas.
For our savory baked brie, let's chop up some onions, mushroom, get that on a saucepan with olive oil. We're gonna saute our onions until fragrant, add in our mushrooms, cook that for a while. Get in our red wine. We're using Zinfandel. Feel free to use any dry red wine of your choice. Rosemary for fragrant aroma. We're gonna let that simmer for about 5 minutes.
our chestnuts are roasted and like my husband said, they popped. So now we can easily peel it off and the nut comes out.
Get your bacon chopped and your brie sliced, because it is stuffing time.
Alright, it's time to make our 3 types of baked brie. So we have our crescent rolls rolled out. They're mini crescent rolls. Feel free to buy the bigger ones if you like. First thing we're going to do is put down our brie cheese. Now for the sweet one, we're going to take our blackberry and fig jam or preserve. And then we're going to top that off with our roasted chestnut. For our savory, we're going to take our onion and mushroom mixture and just put that all in there. And finally, for our spicy, we got the jalapeno pepper and of course, our crunchy bacon. Once you have those in, you just want to roll it all up. Once we've rolled up our baked brie, we are going to bake at 350 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes. Alright, so we have our mini baked bries. We're so excited. We're going to go right in. I only have the sweet and the savory. I can't tolerate too much spice, but if the spice is not too spicy, I can try a piece of yours, right?
We'll see.
We'll see. If it's too good, I probably won't be able to. But let's go.
Let's do it. Which one are you doing first?
I'll do the sweet first.
Let's do the sweet first.
Okay, we're gonna do it together?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let me find
it looks cool, right? Look at that.
Let's try.
Mmm.
Wow.
I like chestnuts.
Chestnuts are so good. We never had chestnuts before. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Wow, what do you think?
So it's like, it's really sweet, it's tart, you have the berry and the fig. Oh my god. This is like Christmas in a bite.
And a little salty from the brie, but definitely a good crunch from the chestnut. So I love that. We're always making sure that we're having different textures and different components of flavor. This is great.
That's so good. Alright.
That's a winner.
Want to do a savory one? Let's do it.
Got you.
So this is our onion, the mushroom, and all cooked in red wine with rosemary. So let's try it out.
Let's do it.
Whoa.
Wow, this is great. I'm usually a sweet person, but I think I'm liking the savory better right now.
Gosh. If sexy had a flavor,
yes,
it would be this right here.
The rosemary is bam. You even taste like the red wine.
You taste the red wine.
You definitely taste the red wine. This is really good, and the onion is sweet, so you still get that little sweetness, the saltiness from the cheese. Oh god, this is my favorite one. This is really sexy.
This is good. Oh my god. Okay. You want to do the spicy one with me?
I'll do it. You know,
Let's do it.
I'll do the spicy. Yes, I'm doing it.
Okay. There we go. So this is the maple bacon bourbon with jalapeno. All the alcohol. Let's do this.
Oh, the alcohol.
You ready?
Oh, the bourbon, yeah.
All the bourbon.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's good.
That was so good.
Wait, I'm feeling the spice coming on my tongue.
It's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
Wow.
Wait, it's getting a little more intense.
Okay. Sexy was sexy. But this one is like, I don't even know. It's like, whew.
It's smoky.
It's smoky.
It's
what
smoky.
it is. This is sultry. If sultry had a flavor, it'd be this one.
Oh
my god.
The turkey bacon is sweet.
It's sweet and
It's
it's salty, right? So it's like, it's sweet and salty, so it kind of messes around with you, plays around with you a little bit, and then it hits you with the little spice. This is sultry right here.
And it's not that spicy. If I can take it, you can definitely take it. Wow, you definitely need this for your next date night. You want to have this for your holiday parties as an appetizer for your guests. So delicious. Mini baked brie, 3 different ways. That's how we got you here at date night. That's how we got you. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Thanks.